Hi, this is Kurt with Friendly DevOps, a channel dedicated to discussing Linux and DevOps related topics. My last videos, I discussed deploying container images to AWS and GCP using CDKTF. Today I'm going to discuss something different, and I'm going to discuss how I went about switching to Linux. It all started with this device right here. This is an Asus T103H. Um, I bought this device specifically because I'm not a big fan of tablets and I'm neither a big fan of laptops. This was kind of like the best of both worlds. The bezels are like huge, but the it's very portable and it was able to it had decent power and able to do everything that I needed a laptop to do, to surf the internet and to take notes with me wherever I went. It has a pen along with it, and I was using OneNote on this device to take notes for different meetings that I went to at the time. And it all changed for me when I realized that OneNote was storing all of my data or all of my notes with my Microsoft account and not locally on the machine. I'm a person that likes to maintain control over my data. And so I wasn't too pleased about that. So I decided that I was going to put a new operating system on this device. And so the only operating system essentially was Linux. Unfortunately enough, there was a tutorial online on how to install Linux on this device. And it was actually good because there are several drivers on this device that were not present. The sound driver is not available. And there's one other driver, but it escapes me at the moment. And so I installed the first Linux installation I put on here was Stretch, Debian Stretch. And the performance was quite bad. So I then switched over to Ubuntu, and the performance was actually worse. I was lucky enough that Debian Buster came out at that time, and so when I installed Debian Buster on it, it was phenomenal performance. The installation that I used had two desktops available, which was KDE and GNOME. So I tested out both, and I know that many people say that GNOME has a horrible tablet interface, and if you were if you had to deal exclusively with the screen keyboard that comes with GNOME, I'd probably agree with you. But otherwise, when you're using, the built-in keyboard, the touch display was working perfectly, the pen function was working perfectly. I had very little issue with this. The audio drivers didn't come in until Debian 11. So that was the only issue with this, is that sometimes the audio would kick out from time to time. But I really love this device. The only problem with this device is that it uses eMMC storage, and eMMC storage gets slow after a while. And so right now I essentially consider this unusable. But when it was not slow, it was one of the best devices I ever had. I'm actually currently waiting for a similar device around this size and price point to come back out, hopefully soon. So after getting that device, I kind of got a bug and started putting Debian on all of my devices. I soon found Fedora, and that's on the device that I'm using right now, the laptop that I'm using right now, and I'm pretty much a Fedora daily driver. I use Debian for my home lab that was essentially running 100% Linux setup, and I'm going to do a couple videos about that in the future. I have to say that honestly, finding Linux was one of the best things that ever happened to me. In fact, it literally changed my life, and I'm going to eventually do a video about how that came about and what the results of that were. Obviously, I'm here on YouTube doing my videos, but I am a DevOps engineer, and without Linux, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish that goal. This is all I have for now, so until later, take care. And if you like what I'm doing and like my videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Take care. Bye.